AFC Executive Committee members, member association delegates, representatives of the regional associations, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 35th AFC Congress.
In 2024, the AFC proudly marked 70 years of football excellence, honoring a rich legacy of progress and achievement. But this milestone was more than a tribute to the past. It was the dawn of a bold new era. Asia's football landscape was completely transformed with the launch of an exciting three-tier men's club competitions. While the women's game ushered a new dawn in the form of the breakthrough AFC Women's Champions League. In every way, these strategic reforms are creating a lasting impact on the AFC's members, elevating the Asian game to unprecedented heights. New records in attendance and digital engagement have already been set, reinforcing football's status as the premier sport on our great continent. While we celebrate the success of world champions on the biggest stages, new milestones were also achieved beyond the pitch as the AFC and its members continue to scale new summits, striving towards excellence in development, governance, and innovation. And we stepped into 2025 with renewed confidence and optimism, marked by a refreshed brand identity, a bold and dynamic reflection of our shared vision for the future. These achievements serve as a powerful reminder of what is possible when we unite as one AFC family. Our success is collective. And as we embark on this journey together, one thing is clear: Asian football's brightest days are still ahead.
Good morning, AFC President, AFC Executive Committee members, FIFA Secretary General, Confederation General Secretaries, member associations, delegates, and presidents of the regional associations, distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 35th AFC Congress 2025 here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Before we proceed with the Congress, please allow me to provide some housekeeping information for your knowledge. Translation is available in English and Arabic on channels 1 and 2, respectively, on the translation device. Kindly ensure that all mobile phones are set to silent mode or switched off. Kindly also ensure that your voting delegate is in possession of and wearing their voting AD card. Please also ensure that you have received the e-voting device on your table, and if you do not have this, please raise your hand now. The roll call and all votes during the Congress, other than secret ballots if required, will be conducted via the e-voting device. I will now provide instructions on the e-voting process. When a vote is called, you will see the voting question appear with 4 buttons. Select yes to vote in favor, select no to vote against, and select abstain to vote abstain. Once you have made your selection, click the submit button to submit your vote. The e-voting process will run as follows. After reviewing the question, I will inform the Congress that the window period for voting is now open, and then you will be required to submit your vote within the window period. After making your selection, the relevant button will be highlighted. After the relevant button is highlighted, click Submit at the bottom. After clicking Submit, you will be required to confirm your vote. To confirm your vote, click Confirm. To change your vote, click Cancel. If you decide to change your vote, you will need to repeat the same process. The duration of the window period for voting is 30 seconds. Please also ensure that you have your yes, abstention, and no cards on the table. Kindly note that this should only be used as a backup in case your e-voting device malfunctions. Accordingly, if your e-voting device does not work during a voting window, please raise the relevant card, and a member of the AFC legal team will approach you to conclude the voting formalities. To minimize the chances of disruptions, please refrain from turning off or attempting to change the settings of the e-voting device during the Congress. So now we will practice the e-voting with 2 test questions. Question 1. Is the 35th AFC Congress being held in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia? Is the 35th AFC Congress being held in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia? Select yes to vote in favor, no to vote against, select abstain to abstain. Click the submit button to submit your vote. The voting window of 30 seconds shall commence now. The voting window is now closed. I kindly ask the AFC legal team to verify the voting results. Okay, we have members present 46, members present entitled to vote 46, valid votes cast 43, votes required for a simple majority 22. We have 43 yeses, noes, and 3 abstentions. I'm sure Qatar, Singapore, and Uzbekistan are checking the system. We move on to question number 2. is the 35th AFC Congress being held on 12th of April 2025. Is the 35th AFC Congress being held on 12th April 2025. Select yes to vote in favor, no to vote against, and abstain to abstain. Click the submit button to submit your vote. The voting window of 30 seconds shall commence now. The voting window is now closed. I kindly ask the AFC legal team to verify the voting results. Members present 46, members present entitled to vote 46, valid votes cast 45, votes required for a simple majority 23. We have 45 yeses, no noes, and 1 abstention. So thank you very much for your participation in the test. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes my housekeeping remarks. We will now move on to the agenda of the Congress. It is my pleasure now to invite the AFC President, His Excellency Sheikh Salman bin Ibrahim Al Khalifa, to give his opening remarks.
Thank you, Dato. Good morning, everyone. Dear friends and colleagues, FIFA Secretary General Matthias Grafstrom, dear presidents and delegates, it's been 6 years since our last Congress at the home of the Asian football. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome all of you back to Kuala Lumpur. And let me begin by congratulating all the teams and match officials on their achievements since our last Congress. Since we last met, DPR Korea have won 2 FIFA Women's Youth World Cup at the under-17 and under-20 levels. And across the globe, our Asian teams continue to display their ability to match the world's elite. We must also applaud Japan and the Islamic Republic of Iran on being amongst the first teams in world football to qualify for the FIFA World Cup 2026. We wish all our qualified teams in the upcoming FIFA competitions the very best of success. This summer, we will have 4 Asian clubs from 4 different member associations competing at the FIFA Club World Cup in the United States. We extend our best wishes to the President, Gianni Infantino, and FIFA as they prepare to deliver on the newly expanded Club World Cup in the USA. This is a competition that we have supported as a confederation and a competitive opportunity which our members and their clubs have wanted. The desire for bigger and better club competition within our region has been reflected in our own revamped club competition, which from kickoff have proved to be a huge success. We have also launched the inaugural season of our Women's Champion League. It's clear that the AFC vision and mission continues to make great progress. It's something in which we can all be equally proud. We have already seen new attendance records in the men's club competition, and I'm certain we will keep setting records through the end of the competitions. It's a sign of so much more to come from the Asian Game. But none of this would have been possible without the strong support and commitment from each one of you. Asian unity and our ability to turn our differences into our strength has been crucial to our success. And I will elaborate on this further during my main address. Dear friends, as you know, the devastating impact of the recent earthquake has tragically claimed and displaced thousands of lives in Myanmar and Thailand. Our thoughts and prayers of the Asian football family are with those affected, and we hope that everyone impacted will find the strength and comfort during this difficult time. Thank you all, and for now, I hand over to Dr. Siri Windsor to conduct the roll call. Dr.
Thank you, President. Before proceeding further with the agenda, we would like to take a moment of silence to pay our respects to all our football officials, players, referees, administrators, and fans who have passed on since the last AFC Congress, including those who perished in the recent earthquake in Myanmar and Thailand, and also in the ongoing war in Palestine. Can we all stand for the moment of silence? Thank you. Please be seated. We will now move on to agenda item number 2, roll call. Kindly note that DPR Korea Football Association is unable to attend the 35th AFC Congress 2025. So we will now commence with the... Please confirm your attendance by clicking the yes button on your e-voting device. The window shall commence now. The window is now closed. Can I ask the AFC legal team to verify the attendance? We can confirm that there are 46 member associations present at this year's Congress. Thank you very much. Right, accordingly, we have member associations present, 46, member associations with the right to vote, 46. Our quorum will be 24. Simple majority, more than 50% will be 24. And 3/4 majority, 75% will be 35. We will now move on to agenda item number 3, declaration that the Congress has been convened and composed in compliance with the statutes. I invite the AFC President to make the declaration.
Thank you, Dr. Seri. I declare the 35th AFC Congress has been convened and composed in compliance with the statutes. Thank you.
Thank you, President. We will move on to agenda item number 4, approval of the Congress agenda. Dear members, do you approve the agenda of the 35th AFC Congress 2025? Please vote now. The voting window of 30 seconds shall commence now. The voting window is now closed. I kindly ask the AFC legal team to verify the voting results. Right, member associations present 46, entitled to vote 46, valid votes cast 45, votes required for a simple majority 23. We have 45 yeses, 1 abstentions. Thank you for approving the agenda of the 35th AFC Congress 2025. We move on now to agenda 5, address by the AFC President, His Excellency Sheikh Salman bin Ibrahim Al Khalifa. It's my pleasure now to invite the AFC President to give his address.
Dear friends, since we're here, I'm sure that everyone wants to move as quickly as possible, so I'll keep it very short. Let me begin by talking about the financial sustainability that has given us the ability to invest in our competitions and support our MAs and RAs to provide opportunities for our stakeholders. This has been built on the principle of having a common goal and purpose. We are now entering the process of a new commercial rights cycle, and the fruits of which we will sustain on our game and our ambitious. You will remember that our AFC Executive Committee was united in adopting the centralized model for the upcoming AFC commercial rights cycle. I'm delighted to announce that our Asian unity has succeeded one more. We have all of you, and all of you to thank for your collective and steadfast support with your letters of agreement to the centralized rights model. It's a model founded on our core principle of Asian unity and shared prosperity. As it has done over the recent years, it places the needs of our all members at the forefront of our efforts. It will pave the way for us to strengthen our wide-ranging developing, education, technical, and refereeing programs, all of which continue to uplift the standard across all the 47 member associations and 5 regional associations. It is this time, it's the same unity that has elevated the perception of the AFC both within our confederations, but also our colleagues in other confederations globally. We have updated the corporate brand and image of the AFC to reflect a confederation that is modern, progressive, and fit for the purpose. For Asia, it represents another giant stride forward at a time when we are taking many steps in many different areas of our activities. By working together, we have delivered more than any other time in our history. These are major achievements, and while we strive every day to do more and do better, it's also worth taking a moment to reflect how far we have come as a group. Having taken that moment, let's also be clear. We want to do more, to grow throughout our region and on the world stage. And I'm sure together we will. Now I hand over to Dr. Siri to take us through the rest of the agenda, and hopefully I'll catch up later on with you with the conclusion. Thank you.
Thank you, President. Now the FIFA President, Mr. Gianni Infantino, will address the Congress via video.
Dear AFC President, dear Sheikh Salman, dear Presidents, FIFA Council members and AFC Executive Committee members, dear delegates and guests, dear friends. Let me begin by expressing my deepest condolences to all those who have tragically lost their lives as a result of the earthquakes in Myanmar, Thailand, and across the region. Our thoughts and prayers are with all of those affected by this tragedy. From the United States, I am pleased to join you today for the 35th AFC Congress. In the past few days, I've been visiting many of the cities that will host the new FIFA Club World Cup in June and July of this year, where the 32 best clubs in the world will compete to become the official FIFA Club World Champions here in the United States. Al Ain, Al Hilal, Ulsan and Urawa Red Diamonds will not only represent Asia with pride, but in total, players from more nations will represent their respective countries at this tournament than at all of the FIFA World Cups combined since 1930. That is further proof in our desire to make football truly global. On the club squad lists of the competing teams as they stand today, 101 players from 9 countries will represent Asian football on the global stage. Palestine and Uzbekistan have yet to play at the greatest stage of all with their respective national teams, but players from both countries could represent their clubs in June and July, along with stars from Australia, the People's Republic of China, the Islamic Republic of Iran, Japan, Korea Republic, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates. Of course, it's not the only World Cup coming up in North America and where Asian football will be so well featured. My congratulations to both Japan and the Islamic Republic of Iran for already sealing their places at the FIFA World Cup 26 alongside Argentina, New Zealand and the 3 co-hosts. In addition, I would like to wish all of the teams the very best for the exciting remaining matches of the qualification campaign in the months ahead. Some teams will certainly break new ground in reaching that competition as a result not only of the move to 48 teams, with 8 or even 9 Asian teams now being able to qualify, but also a product of the tireless work being done by you all when it comes to football development and to the organization of tournaments. For example, when last year Uzbekistan became the first country from Central Asia to host a global event in the FIFA Futsal World Cup. Success has not only been in organizational terms, but has also been measured in trophies. We had the second all-Asian final of the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup in Colombia, which concluded with Democratic People's Republic of Korea winning the trophy for the 3rd time, and that turned into a brilliant double when their Under-17 team beat Spain in the Dominican Republic. And of course, more is to come for the continent, as all eyes will be on Qatar later this year for the first of 5 annual FIFA Under-17 World Cups, giving talents from 48 countries the chance to shine on the global stage, as well as for the FIFA Arab Cup, which returns to the country 4 years after the success of 2021. Opportunities to face opponents from different continents don't come along too often, and that's something that we have been trying to change at FIFA. The FIFA series last year was one such example, and we thank not only the teams taking part, but also Saudi Arabia and Sri Lanka, who hosted 3 of the events. The FIFA series will be back with more matches and diverse playing chances in 2026. The focus on sustainable development of football will always be our task and the responsibility that energizes every single one of us. I was delighted to see the opening of the FIFA Talent Academy in Bahrain earlier this year, and there are so many talent pathways that are being strengthened to the specific needs of your associations thanks to the collaborative work with Arsene Wenger and his team. At the same time, we are proud that you have supported the FIFA Football for Schools program, with the majority of you already participating in the project, which enshrines our game at the heart of the education process for children. Looking ahead, my best wishes to Japan, the Islamic Republic of Iran, and Oman ahead of what promises to be a very special FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup in the Seychelles, while I was thrilled to also see the preparation stepping up for the first ever FIFA Futsal Women's World Cup later this year, where history beckons for the Philippines as the inaugural hosts. And once again, congratulations to Saudi Arabia on earning the right to host the FIFA World Cup in 2034. There is so much to look forward to, so much to congratulate you on, and I look forward to doing all that in person during the FIFA Congress in Paraguay next month. For now, thank you for all the work done, and I wish you all a great Congress. Thank you so much. See you soon. All the best. Bye.
Thank you to the FIFA President for his address. We will now move on to agenda item number 6, the appointment of 3 scrutineers to check the voting. The following individuals are proposed as scrutineers: Mr. Hamid Momenrochi, Football Federation, Islamic Republic of Iran; Mr. Eka Polnawi, Football Association of Thailand; and Ms. Farah Hamid Al-Busaidi from the Oman Football Association. Now, do you approve the appointment of the proposed scrutineers? The voting window of 30 seconds shall commence now. The voting window is now closed. I kindly ask the AFC legal team to verify the voting results. We have the results. We have 45 yeses and 1 abstain. Thank you for approving the appointment of the scrutineers. The scrutineers are requested to take their seats at their designated place. Thank you. We will now move on to agenda item number 7, the appointment of the 3 members to check the official minutes. The following individuals are proposed as minutes checkers: Mr. Kazuyuki Yukawa, Japan Football Association; Ms. Nguyen Tan Ha, Vietnam Football Federation; and Mr. Punsho Wangdi from the Bhutan Football Federation. Delegates, do you approve the appointment of the proposed minutes checkers? The voting window of 30 seconds shall commence now. The voting window is now closed. I kindly ask the scrutineers to verify the voting results. We have 45 yeses, 1 abstention. Thank you for confirming the minutes checkers. They will be required to review the official minutes of after the Congress. Moving on to agenda item 8, suspension or expulsion of a member association. This item is not applicable for this Congress. Agenda item 9, dismissal of a person or body. This item is also not applicable for this Congress. Moving to agenda item number 10, approval of the minutes of the preceding Congress. The minutes of the 34th AFC Congress 2024, which was held in Bangkok, Thailand on the 16th of May 2024, have been sent to the member associations previously. The AFC has received no comments regarding these minutes. So delegates, can you approve the minutes of the 34th AFC Congress 2024, which was held in Bangkok, Thailand on the 16th of May 2024? The voting window of 30 seconds shall commence now. The voting window is now closed. I kindly ask the scrutineers to verify the voting results. We have 45 yeses, and again the same 1 abstentions. Maybe if somebody can check whether Tajikistan's voting device is working correctly or not. Anyway, thank you for approving the minutes of the 34th AFC Congress 2024, which was held in Bangkok, Thailand on the 16th of May 2024. Moving now to agenda item 11, the AFC activity report for the period preceding the Congress was sent to all member associations prior to this Congress in accordance with the statutes. No questions have been received regarding the report. Thank you for taking note. We now move on to agenda item 12, reports of the committees and bodies. In accordance with the statutes, it's my pleasure to present to you the reports of the committees and bodies by video. Thank you. We move on to agenda item 13, approval of the audited financial statements and auditor's report for the year ended 31st December 2024. The AFC Finance Committee Chairperson Tan Sri Dato' Haji Hamidin bin Haji Muhammad Amin will now address the Congress.
Mr. President, His Excellency Sheikh Salman bin Ibrahim Al Khalifa, FIFA Council Member, FIFA General Secretary, Mr. Matthias Grasfon, AFC General Secretary, Dato' Sri Winsor Paul, members of the AFC Executive Committee, MA Presidents, distinguished guests, dear friends and colleagues. I am delighted to report that the AFC has exceeded expectations by turning a projected deficit into a healthy surplus of USD 9.4 million. The financial success is more impressive as it was achieved during a year where the AFC organized a record 16 competitions, including the most successful AFC Asian Cup in history. At the same time, the AFC also strengthened its support to its member association and regional association. I am pleased to advise that the AFC has received an unqualified auditor's report from our external auditors, Ernst & Young. The Audit and Compliance, Finance, and Executive Committees have also reviewed and approved the financial statements and the auditor's report. Accordingly, I am pleased to recommend to the AFC Congress the financial statements and the auditor report for the year 2024. To highlight the key areas of the Confederation's financial performance and investment in 2024, we have prepared a short video. I look forward to your approval. Thank you.
AFC Financial Report 2024. 2024 saw the AFC make significant strides towards its vision and mission. The AFC successfully achieved its targets while providing crucial support to its member associations and regional associations. The financial statements demonstrate the AFC's strong growth and solid financial foundation. Revenue was up 17.5% in 2024, reaching $312.4 million compared to $266 million in 2023. The AFC invested $303 million in 2024, a 63.9% increase compared to $184.9 million in 2023. Accumulated surplus has grown to $106.1 million, up from $96.6 million in 2023, thanks to a $9.4 million surplus. The AFC enjoyed strong revenue growth in 2024, up $46.4 million year on year. This was driven by the success of the AFC Asian Cup Qatar 2023. The AFC secured more sponsorship and broadcasting deals, leading to a 174.2% jump to $251.4 million. Other revenues were higher and include a $25 million hosting grant for the AFC Champions League Elite, $6 million from an MA for development initiatives, and $15 million from FIFA forward funding. In 2024, the AFC increased its investment expenditure to $303 million, a 63.9% rise from the $184.9 million spent in 2023. In essence, $139.6 million or 46.1% of the investment was directed towards the development of its members, which include the AFC Enhance MA program and competitions contributions. Competition investment amounted to $137 million as 16 world-class events were successfully delivered. A sum of $34.4 million was dedicated to Asia's crown jewel, the AFC Asian Cup Qatar 2023. $51 million went towards the 4 new AFC club competitions, reflecting the increase in prize monies, performance bonuses, and subsidies. Underlining the AFC's ambitions to ensure the success of Asian teams, $18 million in subsidies were distributed to participating MAs for the second round of the AFC Asian qualifiers. The total investment pertaining to MA and RA development and education initiatives increased by 31.5%. From $28.9 million in 2023 to $38 million. The AFC Enhance MA and RA programs accounted for $30.6 million compared to $21.2 million in 2023, benefiting 37 MAs and 5 RAs. There was a marginal increase from $3.5 million in 2023 to $3.8 million for education, technical and referees programs in 2024, including the successful delivery of the AFC MA and RA Presidents and General Secretaries Conference 2024. The total assets reflect a healthy position of $332.9 million, a $29.4 million increase from $303.5 million in 2023. The total receivables increased from $86.8 million to $118.9 million, and fixed deposit balances rose from $172.4 million to $179.2 million. Accumulated funds increased to $106.1 million from $96.6 million in 2023 due to the surplus achieved in 2024. A positive outlook in 2024, demonstrated by the increase in accumulated reserves and liquid assets, is testament to the AFC's robust financial management strategies and good governance. The significant investments planned for 2025 and 2026 reflect the AFC's long-term ambitions to become the world's leading confederation and strengthen the foundations for its MAs and RAs to reach even greater heights.
Thank you, Tan Sri Dato' Hamidin. Now the AFC Audit and Compliance Committee Chairperson, Mr. Mohanad Fahmi Hamad, will address the Congress. Mr. Mohanad.
Mr. President, Your Excellency Sheikh Salman bin Ibrahim Al Khalifa, members of the AFC Executive Committee, MA Presidents, distinguished guests, dear friends and colleagues, good morning. It is my pleasure to recommend to the AFC Congress the financial statements for the year ended 2024 for your approval. The financial statements have been audited and received approval from the AFC Audit and Compliance Committee, the joint meeting of the Audit and Compliance and Finance Committees, and the AFC Executive Committee. We extend our gratitude to our external auditors, Ernst & Young, for their meticulous and unqualified report of the AFC financial statements. Their report reaffirms the AFC's commitment to upholding the highest standards of good governance and transparency. I now join the AFC Finance Committee Chairperson in seeking your endorsement of the 2024 financial statements. Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you, Mr. Mohanad. Dear delegates, do you approve the audited financial statements and the auditor's report for the year ended 31st December 2024? The voting window of 30 seconds shall commence now. The voting window is now closed. I kindly ask the scrutineers to verify the voting results. We have 45 yeses and 1 abstention. Thank you very much for approving the audited financial statements and auditor's report for the year ended 31st December 2024. With that, we move on to agenda item 41, approval of the budget for the financial years 2025 and 2026. The AFC Finance Committee Chairperson, Tan Sri Dato' Haji Hamidin bin Haji Muhammad Amin, will now address the Congress.
Mr. President, His Excellency Sheikh Salman bin Ibrahim Al Khalifa, FIFA Council Member, FIFA General Secretary, Mr. Matthias Grasfon, AFC General Secretary Dato' Sri bin Paul, members of the Executive Committee, MA President, distinguished guests, dear friends and colleagues. The budgets presented today mark a new beginning for the AFC. The 2025 and 26 budgets include significantly increased investment. Specifically, the combined investment for these 2 years is USD 707.6 million, which represent approximately a 45% increase from 2023 and 2024. This increase demonstrates our commitment to elevating the quality and reach of Asian football. And as outlined in the AFC vision and mission, we will also enhance our tailored support to our member association and regional association. While we anticipate deficit, this will be offset by projected positive cash inflows from new commercial opportunities. Above all, this budget will strengthen the foundation required to take Asian football to new heights in the coming years. In this regard, I recommend to the AFC Congress the budget for the financial years of 2025 and 26. The Finance and the Executive Committee have reviewed and approved the budget. We have prepared a short video to present the key highlights of our investment. I look forward to your approval. Thank you.
AFC Budget Report 2025-2026. The budgets for 2025 and 2026 prioritize the strategic investments designed to unlock and harness the full potential of Asian football. These include a landmark budget allocation for the revamped AFC competitions and increased support towards the development of member associations and regional associations. The projected combined revenue for 2025 and 2026 is $523.5 million, with $256.9 million targeted for 2025 and $266.6 million in 2026. The total investment expenditure for 2025 and 2026 is $340 million and $367.6 million respectively. Competition investment is prioritized, with $182.7 million allocated for 2025 and $194.1 million in 2026. Overall, deficits of $83.1 million in 2025 and $101 million in 2026 are projected, funded by positive cash flows generated. The total revenue of $523.5 million projected for 2025 and 2026 is made up of sponsorship and broadcasting fees at $181.2 million for 2025 and $194.3 million for 2026, cumulatively contributing to 71.7% of the total revenue. Combined with a yearly $50 million hosting grant, as well as $15 million from FIFA forward funding and other income streams, the AFC is positioned for a more secure financial future. A total of 12 world-class competitions are planned annually for 2025 and 2026, with a combined allocated budget of $376.8 million. The investment in the revamped three-tier men's club competitions totals $112.3 million in 2025 and $112.1 million in 2026, including increased prize money, performance bonuses, and travel subsidies to the participating clubs. The game-changing AFC Women's Champions League receives $10.5 million per year in 2025 and 2026. A total budget of $21.7 million has been earmarked for the AFC Women's Asian Cup Australia 2026 over the next 2 years. $27 million in 2025 and $28 million in 2026 have been set aside for the AFC Asian qualifiers Road to 26. $11.9 million has been allocated for the AFC Under-23 Asian Cup qualifiers in 2025 and finals in 2026, as well as a combined $48.8 million for the AFC Under-17 Asian Cup and AFC Under-20 Asian Cup, both men's and women's, across 2025 and 2026. The growth of futsal and beach soccer continues to be supported, with $8.4 million directed towards the AFC Women's Futsal Asian Cup, AFC Futsal Asian Cup, and AFC Beach Soccer Asian Cup. Dedicated to maximizing the potential of its MAs and RAs, the AFC will invest $41.9 million in 2025 and $41.2 million in 2026. The AFC Enhance MA program empowers eligible MAs with up to $500,000 per year. Furthermore, the AFC Advantage and AFC Extra Time programs continue to provide targeted assistance with a combined budget of $5 million per year. The AFC Enhance RA program allocation has been doubled to $500,000 per year for eligible RAs, with $2.5 million budgeted annually. The world-class AFC Referee Academy receives $1.2 million in 2025 and $1.4 million in 2026. This will continue to nurture top-class match officials. A total of $2.8 million will be allocated for development and education initiatives, including $2.3 million to expand the AFC Academic Center of Excellence program roster with new courses. The expansion of the AFC's administrative operations will be backed by budgets of $43.1 million for 2025 and $44.4 million for 2026. The expenses for the AFC's key meetings are budgeted at $3.4 million in 2025 and $3.8 million in 2026, with $2 million per year for hosting the AFC's annual events. Allocations of $3 million in 2025 and $2.9 million in 2026 will be channeled towards enhancing the AFC's communications initiatives to engage fans on a deeper level. The 2025 and 2026 budgets reflect the AFC's dedication to fulfilling its fiscal responsibilities while making bold investments. While these ambitious plans result in projected deficits, positive cash flows will be used to cover these investments, ensuring the sustainable growth of Asian football. Together with our members and stakeholders, the AFC is united in our pursuit of excellence. These investments will strengthen our foundations and propel Asian football to new heights.
Right, we move on to approval of the budget for the financial years 2025 and 2026. Dear members, could you ready to vote? The voting window of 30 seconds shall commence now. The voting window is now closed. I kindly ask the scrutineers to verify the voting results. Yes, we have 45 yeses and 1 abstention. Thank you very much for approving the budget for the financial years 2025 and 2026. Moving on to agenda item 15, vote on proposals for amendments and alterations to the AFC statutes, regulations governing the application of the AFC statutes, and standing orders of the Congress of the AFC. Article 29 of the AFC Statutes, edition 2024, provides the following amendment mechanism for amendments or alterations to the AFC statutes. 29.2 states, proposals to amend or alter the statutes may either be substituted by a member association and seconded by 2 others to the General Secretariat or the Executive Committee. The proposals submitted shall be in writing with a brief explanation. Article 29.4 states that all amendments and alterations to the statutes shall only be adopted with the approval of 3/4 of the votes cast by the member associations present and eligible to vote. Now the AFC Legal Committee Chairperson, Mr. Chris Nico, will address the Congress.
Dear AFC President Sheikh Salman bin Ibrahim Al Khalifa, AFC ExCo members, AFC Member Association delegates, AFC family and friends, I wish you a warm welcome to the 35th AFC Congress. As communicated to all member associations, the AFC Executive Committee has proposed various amendments to the AFC statutes. As chairperson of the AFC Legal Committee, I can confirm that these proposals were finalised following a review by the AFC Legal Committee. You have been provided with a version of the relevant documents showing these proposed changes, as well as a table setting out the proposed amendments and explaining the reasons for each of those changes. Before any decision is taken on the proposed amendments, I would like, by way of a brief introduction, to explain the background to the key proposed amendments in order to aid your consideration. The proposed amendments are mainly aimed at aligning the AFC statutes with the FIFA statutes to ensure that the AFC's own commitments are reciprocated in the member associations and regional associations, and to enhance the application of good governance, best practice and reforms at the AFC and regional association level. I thank you for your attention to these regulatory and governance matters and look forward to your approval of these changes as proposed by the AFC Executive Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Nico. Dear delegates, do you agree to vote on the amendments of the AFC statutes as proposed by the AFC Executive Committee en bloc? The voting window of 30 seconds shall commence now. The voting window is now closed. I kindly ask the scrutineers to verify the voting results. So we have 45 yeses and 1 abstentions. So thank you for your approval. The Congress shall now vote on the amendment itself to the AFC statutes as proposed by the AFC Executive Committee en bloc. So delegates, do you approve the amendments to the AFC statutes as proposed by the AFC Executive Committee? The voting window of 30 seconds shall commence now. The voting window is now closed. I kindly ask the scrutineers to verify the voting results. We have 45 yeses and 1 abstention. Thank you for approving the proposed amendments to the statutes. We move on to agenda item 16, considerations of proposals, if any, submitted by member associations or the executive committee in accordance with the AFC statutes. The AFC did not receive any proposals from the member associations. Finally, we are moving to agenda item 17, the President's closing remarks. It's my pleasure to invite the AFC President to provide his closing remarks and officially declare the Congress closed.
Thank you, Dato'. Dear colleagues, I would like to put on record our sincere thanks to the AFC Finance and Audit and Compliance Committees on the AFC's strong financial performance in 2024. and I thank you all for your approval. It's a remarkable achievement considering our historic success and reform in 2024, which included the staging of the grandest ever AFC Asian Cup in Qatar. It was the second of our expanded Asian Cup finals and broke every measurement record we have, from attendance to social media engagement to broadcast figures. Records are made to be broken, and I fully expect that we will keep doing that in the future. The preparations for the AFC Women's Asian Cup 2026 and the AFC Asian Cup 2027 are progressing well, and we wish both Football Australia and the Saudi Arabian Football Federation every success. Our recent successes mean we have to come to expect the best from those two, and I'm sure they are in good hands. I'm also delighted to report that the bidding process for the AFC Asian Cup 2031 has received a record level of interest, with 7 bidders signaling their intent. This remarkable response underscores the bright future of Asian football, and I express my sincere gratitude to all the members' association who have submitted their interest. In light of this, I have requested that the AFC administration explore the possibility of presenting the bids for both 2031 and 35 editions for the approval in the same Congress when the time comes. This would provide the host member association a longer runway to ensure that we continue to elevate our standards. Finally, let me assure you that the AFC remains committed in strengthening our members. As always, we are here and stand ready to offer assistance, guidance, and support whenever is needed. I would like to thank you for your collaboration, for your support today to making this Congress smooth and quick, and I look forward to seeing you in the next Congress next year, hopefully during the FIFA Congress as well in 2026. Thank you so much for your support, and I wish you a safe journey back home.
AFC Executive Committee members, Member Association delegates, representatives of the regional associations, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. The 35th AFC Congress has now concluded. Thank you for your participation and see you soon.